Welcome or welcome back. My name is Lou.
My name is Jim, and in today's episode of Fields and Flocks, we are going to give you a full tour of our small holding here, spring 2025.
So we began documenting our small holding just to see how we were getting along throughout the year.
And we thought we'd bring you along for the journey, so grab a cup of tea, hit the like, and we're going to start things off with the flower garden. Boom! And before we go any further, I do have Tourette's. This video, we're gonna try to edit them out. Yes, so you can really just focus on the tour. Yes.
But if you're going to edit them out, you don't need the disclaimer, do you?
Well, yeah, but then if people subscribe, which we're trying to earn their subscription, if they then subscribe, they're going to be like wanting their money back. You fucking prat. Yay.
I don't think edit them out. I think just keep them to a minimal. If there's a one in there that's difficult to cut out, just leave it in there and mute it or something. But just...
Okay, yeah, the disclaimer, this is us. Welcome to the channel. We are Fields and Flocks. Let's get into the tour. So my mic is broken here. It's not on, not broken, we just didn't turn it on. So a little bit of an voice overlay here, but I'm basically just chatting, saying part one, this is a area that we're going to have future projects on, but at the moment it's just looking stunning.
So we have 3 beautiful elder trees, and we use these for the flowers to make elderflower cordial and the berries to make elderflower syrup for coughs and colds during the winter.
So here we have the flower garden. As you'll see, there's not many flowers in it at the moment. There are the dregs of the tulips, which we had actually managed to make a small profit on, our first profit venture, so that was nice. Yes, we're going to be planting these beds next week with all the seedlings coming out of the polytunnels and greenhouses and being planted into the beds. The catmin is doing really nice, but other than that, this is going to look much nicer in the summer tour. Boom!
So here in the old orchard, everything is just starting to come to life. The blossom's out. The bank, will show you a shot of it. Behind me is looking really, really beautiful. There's lots of flowers starting to emerge. The compost bins are doing well and are consistently being full up and maintained, so we can begin to use that on the flower beds. The shrubs just behind the camera here, they're really coming to life. We've had the camellias out, they are stunning. The acre trees are all beginning to emerge and everything's really starting to look colourful. The lilac trees are also starting to bloom, smell really, really lovely.
Oh, I absolutely love the smell of lilac. Yay!
As some of you may have seen in our previous vlogs, my dad has created, he's really changed one of the banks down here. So we have decided to make it into a herb garden, essentially, where all of the perennial herbs can grow that we like to use on a regular basis. So that is now done, the plants are in, and it's just a case of waiting for those to really grow and thrive during the summer months. So to my right here, we have the old polytunnel. We have the fish vats in here, so it's the first year of everything being really, really humid. The cabbages and all the brassicas are loving it. The rhubarb has done amazing.
And if you're liking the video, please remember to hit a like, hit a subscribe, and if you do us a favour, please leave us a comment. Yes! Now up we have a bed, the 2 greenhouses and the potting shed. As you can see, this bed is chock-a-block. We have our brassicas, we have potatoes, we've got leeks, Jerusalem artichoke, skirret, which is an old medieval vegetable that is doing fantastic already. We've got yacon, some rogue potatoes, and we go over to the greenhouse now and there is a beautiful grapevine. You've got this lovely peach tree. We've just planted this nectarine tree and there's these 2 citruses, a finger lime, and we have loads of seedlings in there. In all the outbuildings here. We've got all the seedlings. I love spring.
So we are now in the fruit cage. We have numerous berries growing here at the moment. We've got blueberries bought from previous properties we lived at. We've also got a lot of new blueberries we planted in the autumn time. Just to my right and to my left here, we have all of the raspberries, earlies, mids and lates. We have black currants, red currants. There's more over this side. 3 cherry trees, which are coming along nicely. We also have a loganberry, which has gone absolutely wild. The growth on that is absolutely crazy, so I'm hoping for a bumper crop this year. We also have a tayberry, along with a few other mixes of different berries to try that are generally crosses between gooseberries, black currants, red currants, raspberries, all your typical berries. We've also just planted this beautiful kiwi plant. The variety is called Jenny.
Here we have 2 more veg beds, absolutely chock-a-block full of stuff. We've got garlic, carrots, onions, potatoes, asparagus, ochre, carrots, lettuce, more onions. The veg beds are jam-packed. These asparagus we were worried that they didn't make it because only 3 weeks ago we hadn't seen them. And now look at the size of them. Absolutely wild how fast some plants can grow.
We now bring you to the new polytunnel. We have, I'm not kidding when I say we've had kilos and kilos of strawberries just in the last few days. These are all down the left to me here. We've got 6 beds full of strawberries. We've also got some strawberries in the raised beds. Alongside these, we've got some dwarf beans just been planted. We have chives, we've got broccoli, parsley. I did have daffodils, which are soon to be lifted to create more space for other things. We've got some old winter lettuce, that probably needs to come out soon. Sage, more broccoli, more cabbages, more strawberries. And as we come to the front, we have chard. The first lot of tomatoes have gone in, beetroot, cabbages. Yeah, there's, oh, and dahlias. I'm also growing some dahlias in here.
This is our poultry area and orchard. We're really proud of the orchard. We planted that 2 years ago. Most has maiden whips. 3 years, this is the 3rd year, and some of them are doing really good and making some really good progress.
So here we have 2 of our new beehives, newly installed this year, so we're really excited to see how they come along. And just in front of me here is where our meat birds graze.
Have this beautiful brook. Looks lovely this time of year. Finally, we have the pigs. But before we get to them, we have to walk through the meadow. The meadow is absolutely beautiful right now. So let me share some shots of the meadow with you now. This is the last part of the tour and the newest part to the Smallholding.
Yeah.
This is the pigs.
The palace pork.
Yeah.
So thank thank you for joining us on our spring 2025 tour of the smallholding. We hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please comment, subscribe and like if you haven't already.
And we'll see you in the next one. Yes!
You little yes.
Yes! You got me starting. Yes!